back to my channel. I wanted to start off the first couple of videos with, the basics of these dreadlocks. Here's the video on kind of the difference between single-ended and double-ended and the additional features that we offer. Let's jump right into it. So I kind of have everything set out right in front of me so that I can just kind of grab and show you. In this video, I'm going to show you the difference between textures and double-ended, single-ended, as well as thicknesses. We're going to start from smallest to largest, and we're going to start with micros. So these are double-ended. I'm just going to show you the difference between thicknesses and textures between the double-ended, and then I'm going to get into single-ended in a little bit here, and then further as well. So this is micro. This is the straight texture right here. Hope you guys can see that well. So this is the straight texture micro. This is the Icelandic texture for the micros right here. So that's what that looks like. Comparison between the both of them would look like this. Right there. Then we get into the pencil thick, which I personally prefer the pencil thick when I install. I actually do sometimes a mixture of pencil and micro, and sometimes I do a mixture of pencil and Sharpie. It just depends on the look that I want for that set. But this is what the pencil thick looks like right there. So in comparison to this is straight texture. In comparison to the micros, that is the difference. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but there is a slight difference. And then here is Icelandic in the pencil thick. And then here they are side by side. And then we get into the Sharpie thick. This is a Sharpie thick straight texture right here. As you can tell, the difference between the Sharpie thick and the micros, that's where you're gonna see that difference on camera, right there. This is the Icelandic. This is the straight texture for the Sharpie thick. And this is the Icelandic for the Sharpie thick. We have the straight and the Icelandic. And then we get into the highlighter or marker thick. Here is the straight highlighter thick. As you can tell, it's pretty chunky, especially compared to the micros right there. So here is the highlighter thick for straight, and here is the highlighter thick for the Icelandic texture. So those were the double-ended version of each of those textures and thicknesses. Here I'm just going to generally be showing you the single-ended versions. I'm going to install one single-ended and one double-ended so you guys can really see what I mean. So I'm not even going to part or anything. I'm just going to grab a little chunk of hair. So how I install is actually a lot different than how I've heard others install theirs. So I take a small section and I take just a little elastic and I go ahead and grab that section and make a tiny ponytail with it. And I do that just until it feels pretty tight there. And then I have this little elastic right there, and I have this space of hair between that elastic and my scalp. So how I install is I actually take an end of that dreadlock. I typically use a tool when I install. I use this crochet hook right here, and it has a latch on it, so it's a latch hook, but I will stick that up through that little section between that elastic and my scalp, and then I will hook the dreadlock through, close that latch, and pull through just a little bit until I have this little loop, and then I pull one of the ends out, lay it down, and I even it out so that they're both the same length. And then I take this extra bit of hair that I have after that elastic, and I will separate the hair, and I will pull so that it tightens that elastic to my scalp. And then I take this extra one of these sides of the double-ended, and you're only gonna braid down one of them. So again, I will have a future video that details this a little bit more, but I actually take that hair, separate it again in two sections, and I grab one of those double-ended. And now I braid using this dreadlock as the third part of the braid. And I just go ahead and braid it down until my hair can't braid anymore. Sometimes I have a little bit of extra hair, obviously, like that. So what I'll do is at this point, you grab another one of those elastics and you tie it off, right, like this. Sometimes I pull my hands just a little bit lower so that those extra bits of my hair actually get more coverage with that elastic. You can see it's kind of stretching down. And then I let go, and I have a double-ended installed right here. As you can see, your braid, when you braid your hair into it, even though my hair is just about the length of this dreadlock, when you braid, it actually shortens the amount of braid that you have, if that makes any sense at all. But that's how you install a double-ended. With single-ended, they have one loop. So these are some single-ended that I have just to, show you guys in this video. But basically what it is, I'm gonna bring this a little bit closer, is you have one dread instead of the two. So here is how one looks. It has a little loop in there so that you can thread your hair through. I'll show you guys another install on how to do this as well. But see, you can see the hole, you can see right through it. And I will go ahead and install one of these as well. It's gonna be a little bit longer than my hair. I'm gonna do it on this side so that you guys can see, and the other side's not really blocking it much. So I install these the same way. So that means take that handy elastic right here, section of hair, and rubber band it off. Now again, you have that elastic with that little bit of hair between your scalp, and you take that tool again, and I'm going to show you guys this more in depth again in a future video, but you just go through the hair, through that little loop section, and then you, instead of going halfway through the dread, you're just gonna clip into that loop, and you're gonna pull the loop through like so. Now you have this loop right here. Now this is an extra a little step, but you're gonna take that hook again and you're gonna go through the loop and you're gonna grab the dread like so. Latch hook that and pull that end of the dread through like so. And then find that little bit of hair that you have that's holding it all off, and you're just gonna pull that dread down. And you have a little loop right there holding it in. So you wanna get that as close to the scalp by just tugging it up a little bit. And then you take your hair, tighten it just like we did last time, separate it in two, and then you're gonna take that dread and just braid. There. Like so. And now I have a single-ended dreadlock installed here and a double-ended installed here. That's how single-ended work, and single-ended come in the same thicknesses as the double-ended, obviously, and the only difference is you do need more single-ended compared to double-ended for a full set. If you order a full set, or what I consider to be a full set, for the texture as well as the thickness and style you like, then you actually get these items included in your set. You get a bag for storing your dreadlocks in, and this is how they will come. It will come inside this bag. You will also get a comb, one crocodile clip, as well as 200 little elastic hair ties. That will all come together in your kit along with a thank you card. Now let's go ahead and talk about those extra features that I had mentioned earlier. Now when you order a full set from Girl on the Moon Dreadlocks, we actually decorate 10 of them complimentary with matching strings, beads, and charms. If you order anything less than a full set, you actually only get half that amount, so you get 5 decorated complimentary. If you decide that you want more than 10 of them decorated, I do offer that as an additional feature. It's an add-on that you can add to your set. You can find that under extra decor for the custom section. That would just get you more of those strings and beads and generic charms and such like that. That means that I'll, go full out on decorating your sets. Now, I also offer a specific decor section, which is another add-on that you can have. Now, those prices vary. Same thing with the decor. Those prices vary as well, depending on how much extra you want and all that. But with the specific decor, what I ask of you is that you actually contact me through that chat bubble on the bottom right corner of my website. That will get us directly in touch and we can discuss what you want for your set. I always recommend that even before you place your order, just so we can kind of get an idea and so I can know exactly what you're wanting for your set. Now, if you have a specific theme in mind, like I actually have a customer that wants to do a pirate theme as well as a Harley Quinn theme, which is awesome. I can definitely find charms and little trinkets that I can add to your set. I also have an additional feature as well. Now, this is another add-on. This is a fun texture. It's not Icelandic. It is just a totally new texture in itself. So these are braids. They are made as single-ended, so they have that loop at the top, but they are braided so that you can have pops of braids throughout your dreads as well. see that. And again, these are just installed just like regular single-ended, like I showed you this one right here. That is how it will be installed. Now, I also offer a dreadlock install kit. So if you're ordering anything less than those full sets that I have mentioned in the past, I also offer this dreadlock kit, which comes with the dreadlock storage bag. This is just for the tools, but you can fit up to 15 dreadlocks in this bag if that's what you prefer. But inside, you actually get one of those parting combs that I mentioned earlier with the metal tip, as well as 2 crocodile clips. You get 2 of them. So that was the first one. Here's the second one. And you get 200 of the elastics right here. And you also get the crochet latch hook. And here's a little close-up on what that looks like. Got this little latch down there that you flick up to hold onto your dreadlock when you're pulling it through. And that's how it all comes, and it comes in this little bag right here. I think that is everything I wanted to go over and discuss with you guys. As always, you can check out my website, www.girlonthemoondreadlocks.com. You can shoot me a message directly through there, actually, at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. There's a little chat bubble down there, and that'll shoot me a direct message. If you guys have any questions or concerns, just go ahead and shoot me a message or comment down below. If you liked the video, give it a like, and if you want to see more content like this and are new to the dreadlock world, or wool dreadlock world I should say, then go ahead and subscribe and let me know what you guys want to see next. As I said earlier, I will definitely be putting out those videos on install. Anyway, I hope you guys are all having a nice day, and see you next time. Bye.